I'm refreshing. Okay. Good afternoon, students, and welcome to the live session of this MOOCs course, Biomass Conversion and Biorefinery. So I'll just quickly go through whatever we have learned till today. So initially we have started with the world energy scenario and all, and discussed about the energy security problems, and also I have discussed in details along with you the different types of energy resources, and that are going to help us to secure our energy needs for the developing countries. Okay. And then in the second module, we have also discussed starting biomass in details. Correct. So that is in a little lengthy. I think 4 classes was dedicated to the biomass. Different types of biomass we have discussed, including the various lignocellulosic waste biomass, microalgae also, and municipal waste, agricultural waste, crops, seaweeds, and variety of biomasses that we have already discussed. Now, the next is biorefinery. Now, one of the most important part of this course is actually biorefinery. That is why the course is named as Biomass Conversion and Biorefinery. Not only bioenergy. The reason why it is been designed, I'm telling you. So first is that there are a lot of biomass available, plenty. Okay. So biomass can be utilized to for various purposes. It is not only bioenergy. Okay, various purposes. Like we can prepare platform chemicals. We can prepare, of course, different types of fuels, whether it is solid fuel, liquid fuel, or gaseous fuel. Then we can have other. If you talk about algae and all, then we can have foods, nutraceuticals. Then we can go for pesticides. We can go for vitamins, chlorophyll removal, astaxanthin. The list is endless actually. So the meaning is that from a single biomass also we can target multiple products. Now this is exactly what is under the broad umbrella of a biorefinery. So what is the biorefinery? How it is different from a traditional refinery is that in the biorefinery, okay, we are going for multiple products, and we are going for multiple feed and multiple products. Now in the traditional refinery, petroleum refinery, where the feed is only one, but the products are many, because if you remember 30-40 years before, petrochemicals has started to develop inside the petroleum refineries. So we have started producing polymers and all such things. Correct. Now, because it was realized that if you go for a single feed, single product, or in case of crude oil, it is different products, but it is coming from the same distillation column. Okay. So the refinery is not going to sustainable. So you need to use the waste or byproducts, whatever it is available, to generate a value-added product. Okay, not one but multiple value-added products, so that the refinery becomes sustainable. Now here in the biorefinery, we are going to aim for not only single feed but multiple feeds, different types of feedstocks. Okay, and aiming different types of products. Now out of which bioenergy is a significant part. So whether it is through anaerobic digestion to biogas, biomethane, bio-CNG, whatever it is, or bio oil, okay, which comes from your pyrolysis, or else you will have biodiesel, which comes from algae and other sources also, and then you can have biohydrogen. Okay, then you have different types of alcoholic fuels like bioethanol, biobutanol. So again, the list is also endless here. Apart from that, we are aiming to convert all sorts of byproducts or waste products into some value-added products. Not necessarily another source of bioenergy, but yes, of course, a source of bioenergy possible. Plus, then we have different types of other products also. Like it can be biopesticide, it can be, if we talk about algae, then it can be astaxanthin production, vitamins. Okay, we can aim for other value-added products such as chlorophylls. There so many things, right? So this is why actually the biorefinery conceptually is little different than the traditional refinery, and it has been proved by many people that only and if we are going to run our biorefinery under this broad concept of multiple feeds and multiple products, recycle of the waste materials, or getting some value addition of the waste materials byproducts, then only it will be a successful and sustainable, both economically as well as life cycle wise good model. Okay, so this is why biorefinery is very important. So we have started discussing what is biorefinery, what are the different types of biorefinery, what are the feedstocks that is used for different types of biorefinery. You will see in many European countries, then Brazil, United States, they have successful biorefineries installed. Some are based on corn, okay, and exclusively corn. Some are based on sugarcane, like that, because they are having plenty of these materials which are supposed to be eatable materials. Well, their demand is less than the production, they can use it. But a developing country like India, China, and other such Asia Pacific countries, okay, which are developing, we cannot think about this using sugarcane or corn for production of alcoholic beverages, or let us say alcoholic fuels, right? Because it's a food versus feed problem that cannot be done. Now I think we have covered only this much. Then slowly we'll be going and covering various other aspects, okay, like biomass pre-treatment, because you know pre-treatment is very important aspect of biomass conversion, because most of the times whatever biomass you are getting, it has some sort of lignin content in that. So when you say pre-treatment, broadly, not always, it is delignification. That means we are removing lignin from the biomass to get cellulose and hemicellulose, then convert them either individually or both together to glucose, okay, and or you can say fermentable sugars, it's a better word actually, then use it for fermentation process to get bioethanol, biobutanol, and all such things, right? Now that is why pre-treatment is very important, and pre-treatment is a major cost of the entire biomass processing towards to biofuels. Now once the pre-treatment is done, then we start discussing about physical and thermal conversion processes. Like we'll start with gasification, then we'll talk about pyrolysis, okay, then we'll go to microbial conversion processes. So what are the microbial conversion processes available? Then we'll discuss biodiesel, then bio-oil and biochar. You know, biochar is getting a lot of importance nowadays, especially in cosmetic industry, which are depending on huge amount of biochar, but they want a very benign and very good quality biochar, basically hydrochar or water-based biochar, okay, which comes through HTL process, because it is for cosmetic use. So people will be using in their face and the body. So it has to be, it should be, there should be no chemical content in that. Now we'll be discussing in each module different fuels, starting from biodiesel, then bio-oil, biochar, then bioethanol, biobutanol, then hydrogen, methane, and methanol. Very important, okay. Then we'll go for last actually module. It has been dedicated to different types of commodity chemicals, like lactic acid or PLA, polylactic acid, then different types of acids, succinic acid, propionic acid, acetic acid, butyric acid, all such things. And in the last, again, we'll be coming back to biorefinery, where we'll be discussing integrated biorefinery. Okay, how we can actually integrate some of these refineries into a single refinery, where multiple feedstocks will be available throughout the year 24/7, so that biorefinery will never be shut down. So we cannot simply keep on relying on a single feedstock. Whatever feedstock it is, then it will not be reliable. And storing biomass is a big hassle, you know. So the volume is very high. Okay, so storing them is always very it's not cost effective always. So this is all I wanted to say from my side. If you have some questions, you can tell me. So I am seeing one or two questions. Somebody is asking, just a minute. Yes, that what are the energy resources in terms of biofuel for automobile? Yes. So see, automobile means there are two things. First is the biodiesel. Okay. So the diesel is available. Biodiesel India is also producing, not from Jatropha anymore, from other sources. So that is an established protocol. It is commercialized also. It is going on very nicely. The only thing is that we are not able to produce so much of biodiesel so that our transportation vehicles are completely dependent on biodiesel. But yes, we are doing well. We need to catch up. Then second is that bioethanol. You know, government has mandated that initially it was 10% blending with petrol. Now it is 20% blending. You may be aware or not, I do not know. India do not produce that much of bioethanol, so that 20% mandatory blending can be done for a day-to-day basis. So this is the reason why most of the refineries are in the process of starting and setting up bioethanol plants, whether it is HPCL, whether it is any IOCL. So here NRL and Refinery Limited it is not the commercial bamboos, it is basically the fast grown bamboos, okay, which will be cultivated. It will go very fast, cut it, then again it will grow, plant it, so it goes on. So it is getting established. So hopefully by this year end or next year middle, it will be it will start producing the bioethanol. Okay. So let me see any other queries. Refresh. Okay. So somebody is asking some query regarding the assignment. We'll get back to you. Okay, I'll check it personally again. Once again, I'll get back to you. Okay. Any query and whatever you have, you please let me know. Type it here, or you can switch on your audio and video and ask me the questions. Please ask the questions which are related to the course. Okay. Please post your queries in the YouTube text box also. Okay, somebody is asking, does deep eutectic solvent used in commercial level, it is feasible? Yes, it is feasible. I am not sure whether it is used in commercial level for this purpose, biofuel and all this purpose. But yes, it is feasible. It is a very good solvent, no doubt about it. But see, cost is also another issue, and that needs to be addressed. But in the large scale for bioenergy, I don't think so. Okay, another question is, sir, there is microwave radiation and ultrasound pre-treatment for removing lignin. For commercial purpose, the size of cavity will be very huge. Are such methods practical? Yes, these methods are practical. So please understand that whenever such methods are used, you cannot have very big capacity reactors. You can have middle-sized reactors and you put them in series. That is always doable, not a problem. Okay, because they are fast technology, right? So since they are very fast, it is better to integrate this into the commercial scale. Okay. If you don't have any more queries and questions, I see very few people are there. So let me talk about the end-sem exam. So it is my request that those who are doing the course, please do the assignments every time. Sometimes you may see small mistake may be there in the assignment. We will correct it. Don't worry about it. You will get the proper marks and all these things. Sometimes it happens unknowingly. Then in the final exam, there will be multiple choice questions. So more number of multiple choice questions, and this is a descriptive course. You know that there is not much numericals involved here. So we'll be having short answer type of questions. Now where we will be providing you a text box because it's a computer based exam. So let us say one will be two marks or 3 marks of questions where you have to input your text, you have to type your text. So there is a text box, but there will be a word limit like 100 words, 200 words, 150 words, like that. So after that you cannot write, it will be truncated. So you have to be careful about that, and you have to give pinpoint answer. You should not write stories. Okay, so otherwise you will be losing marks. So we'll make the question paper in such a way that most of you will answer. Okay, you will see that a lot of questions will come from the assignments also. That is also a thumb rule in MOOCs courses, so that few questions will come from the assignment type of questions. Okay, not exactly the same questions. Okay, right. And so you get prepared for that. We'll have more MCQ questions, and then followed by some descriptive questions. Okay, this is the pattern. If you have any query, please either say to me or you please type it in the YouTube chat box. Okay. Okay, so the design part is not included. See, you in a single course you cannot include everything. Okay, design is very different thing, and then design everybody cannot learn. You should have some engineering backgrounds and all to learn that. You can learn, but still it will be little difficult. Okay, but for that there is a different course may be done because many have requested. I'm also thinking whether we can have a 10 weeks course or 4 weeks course or 8-week course on that. Let me see if it is doable. I can do it, but it's a tough job to teach design in this type of courses. We can let's see, but here I am not going to include because as itself you see that is very highly loaded. This course is already loaded. Okay, just to give you an idea about what are the biomass available, what they can be used for. Okay, not only energy but for the other thing, and how biorefinery is important for all developing countries nowadays. Of course, your suggestion is very good. Many people have already told me. Many colleagues, faculties from different institutes have also written me, sir, please add some design concepts. Let me see if we can do it. Okay, like gasifiers and pyrolyzers and all such things, and fermenters. Let me see, maybe a 4-week course. Okay, thank you. So I think okay, I don't see any more new students joining. So I think I'll take your leave. We'll close the session here, and if required, we can have another session later on. Okay. And in the meantime, I can assure you that if you write to me, I'll get back to you. Maybe 1 or 2 days late also, but I always answer. Okay. So you write to me about any queries or any such things regarding the course. Okay. To me at kmohanty@iitg.ac.in. Again, it is there in all the, my email ID is always there in the all the lectures notes. Again, I'm typing. So I think thank you very much for joining, and I wish all the best for your next successive learnings, next modules learnings. Please answer the assignments on time, and also do register for the exam, final exam, and all the best for the final exam also. So thank you very much. क्वीन आप बंद कर देंगे, ठीक है।